Welcome back, Geekers, to episode 17 of the Common Guys podcast. I am your amazing host, Angel, with the indestructible co host, Kevin Comics. Coming to you straight out of the multiverse of geekness with a brand new episode for you guys. Man, Kevin, what is up? What have you been doing this week? It's been a crazy week since last week. We have some
Yeah.
kind of not great news, but well, we got
Oh,
an
I
unexpected.
disagree. I disagree. I think we had a lot of news
Ooh,
come out ever
tell
since Multiverse of Madness. But bro, I really like that indestructible
you
like
like that, right?
nickname, bro. Yeah, man.
Uh,
Like it. I think
Yeah, I
you're
was
gonna have
thinking
to
about
stick
like
with
we
that
always
one.
say they're spectacular, and the other one I was like, okay, what other ones? What
Indestructible.
other comic reference can we use with our names? And like the Amazing Spider-Man, the Spectacular Spider-Man. And I was
Yeah.
like, wait, so I used the Amazing on me, and then I used the Indestructible for Kevin. So
I
if you
like
guys
it. I
want to know
like it.
why I call him Indestructible, guys, go to his Instagram, Kevin Comics, and go to his story. You're gonna see this big boy over here. He's gonna be in the next WWE. He looks like what do
Superstar.
I call
I'm not
you?
that big. I'm not that big, bro.
No, what do I call you? What's his name? The wrestling
What?
guy. They always
Oh, Seamus.
yeah,
Seamus.
bro. He is the Puerto Rican Sheamus.
Puerto Rican Seamus, man. Puerto
But
Rican.
yeah,
But
man.
man,
Other than that, what has been good, man? How was your week?
it's been good, man. Busy as always, but it's been good, man. How about you?
Same thing. I mean, it's been kind of slow. They kind of do some like sports and stuff for work and stuff. Other than that, it's been the same. You know what I mean? Not that much. But you know what? We don't have a big show for you guys like we usually do. We do have a shorter show for you, but it's because we haven't had like amazing. We had some good news, but not like amazing stuff. No reviews this week because we have no shows to review.
Yeah,
There is some shows out there, but we just don't feel like
we do.
reviewing them because
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that show, Halo. But
that
but there
show.
is there like like Angel's saying there is some news to share that's really exciting. And hey, man, do you want to just just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's jump right into it. The first of all, and if you guys go to my Instagram and to our Instagram and TikTok, you're gonna see that I did a quick review on the Resident Evil trailer that dropped this week. It dropped this week. And what do you think? Have you seen any of the Resident Evils?
I've seen the first one that ever came out with Michelle Rodriguez and
In the
the
house,
lady.
the house underneath,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Resident the first one with Michelle Rodriguez. It also had that woman from The Fifth Element.
Yeah. She's and you know what? I seen all the Resident Evil,
Yeah,
but it didn't become a Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil for me, and you remember when you was a kid when we all used to guys let me play, and I used to play Resident Evil 2, and I had all my cousins with me, all my little cousins. It was Kevin, his brother, Galo, and Xiomara, and everybody is watching me. And we used to have it was the scariness because we had all the lights turned off, and that's what Resident Evil means to me. The scariness of the zombies jumping out.
bro. I remember like just. I think I remember that when I first played it, I was scared as hell, and I would ask you, "Yo, can?" I would say, "Oh, like, can you play this level?" Or like it
Hmm.
that game was a great game. I was definitely a little bit scared to play the game because there were so many parts where you're like, you turn around and fucking zombies right there getting ready to eat your ass.
Yeah,
Like it's really good.
that's what I'm going forward to is when the movies came out, it got away from what Resident Evil actually stand for. Like The Walking Dead is more Resident Evil than Resident Evil was, and that's why a lot of people always say that gaming movies or game movies, they always kind of backfire because they go a different route. Like Resident Evil
Yeah.
is supposed to be a horror, and with the trailer, I felt that. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for the Resident Evil Netflix show,
Yes.
right? The one that's gonna come out.
Hmm.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I thought I liked it. You know, there isn't a lot really known about what the series is about. But they did say that, and this is from comicbook.com, they're saying that the game the show is canon with the game, which is pretty exciting because, like you said, Resident Evil the game was super hardcore, and it was like, it was a great zombie game. And to hear that this series is going to be canon with the game, will hopefully it will reignite like just the Resident Evil live action
Hmm.
medias,
As long as I get some good jump scares, I'm
there's
okay.
got to be there's got to be a few
I
jump
hope
scares
so.
for
That's
sure.
all I want is give me a good jump scare. Like not one good jump scares. Give me a lot of jump scares and give me some gruesomeness, just like the game, and I'm gonna be like, yes, that's all I want. Um, but
Hmm.
yeah, so I can't wait to actually see what they're gonna bring. Talking about Netflix real quick. Remember, guys, I think next month we have Umbrella Academy is coming out. We haven't really talk about it on our next podcast.
Oh yeah.
But Umbrella Academy is coming soon.
Yo,
I think it's next month.
I'm really excited for Umbrella Academy. I have to watch season 2.
Mm.
But I just haven't had time, or it slipped off. But I'm really excited to watch it. I thought it was a pretty cool series. Netflix itself right now, I feel like they're trying to like save themselves. Like they lost a lot. They lost, like we mentioned in a previous podcast, they lost a lot of subscribers, in these past couple months, and they're losing more by the day. And they also recently, I seen in the news that they also recently laid off, like I think like hundreds of like about 100 employees. And they released a statement saying that they're gonna create shows that some employees might not agree with, and they are just gonna have to be okay with that. So I don't know what that really means, but if if it seems like Netflix are gonna really like try to hit it hard with their studio, and like really hit it hard in like creating some really dope shows. Hopefully, this Resident Evil show is gonna be good. It comes out July of this year. Hopefully, it's great. We all know Umbrella Academy. At least you and I
Yeah,
think it's a great show. But man, I don't know.
The One Piece live
Yeah,
action that's supposed to be coming out for Netflix. So
yeah.
Netflix do have a
They
couple
have a
of
good lineup.
ideas. Yeah, they have a good
They got a
project and
good lineup.
stuff. But the thing with Netflix,
I think it's going down the drain, man.
you know what it is with Netflix is and what like why people keep Disney Plus is because when they do a show on Disney Plus, they do 1 week episode every week. So you're not gonna go ahead and cancel your Disney Plus when you're 2 episodes into a show and you want to watch the rest
Yeah,
of the series. What
yeah.
Netflix does is, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give you full season. You guys could bench watch the whole season, and then you're done with Netflix. And then what are you gonna do? There's nothing else new in Netflix. And Netflix, I mean, I don't even go to Netflix unless I'm like
Yeah.
trying to
So
watch something.
you brought up a good point before we move on. Like, do you think that Netflix has made a lot of mistakes? I've made a lot of mistakes, but do you think it's another that's an interesting point you brought up about uh them releasing a whole season and you can binge it? Do you think that is smart move to go? Like, should they release series the full season for folks to watch and binge, or should they scale it back a little bit and release the episodes a week at a time, this way to build up some hype and to create and to hopefully spread out their content?
See that you have to put it on the Kanchu scale,
The
right?
conscious, yeah.
The scale of the gods, because sometimes we want to binge a full series, You know what I'm saying? We want to go ahead
Yeah,
and like, when Moon Knight came out, it was like, oh man, I don't want to wait till next week. I'd rather just watch it. But then sometimes we'd be like, it's good because it gives us the anticipation of what the episode's gonna be.
yeah,
But Netflix, when you put the whole season there, is your choice if you want to sit down and binge watch the whole season, or you could yourself just put yourself on a schedule and say, okay, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes today, 2 episodes next week, just for I could keep that. So it's up to you what you want to do. That's why I say it goes to, it's an up and down, because sometimes you do want to binge watch a show, while other times you be like, I could
yeah,
wait a week, I could wait a week to watch the show.
yeah.
So that's, guys, what do you guys think? You guys out there, give us an answer to this. Do you guys rather binge watch a whole show, or have a weekly show? I mean, come on, we did it with when we were growing up
Yeah,
with all
that's
the
how
shows.
regular
Like
TV worked.
TGI Fridays came around, we saw Family Matters, we saw all the shows, and then we have to wait till next Friday to watch out what happens to the next episode. So
Yeah.
growing up for me, I could wait, but now
Something
everybody's binge
something
watching. So
yeah, so I definitely dabble in the binge watch. Like, I try to do binge watching. Right now I'm like almost I'm not binge watching this Mayans. I'm watching Mayans right now. That spinoff from Sons of Anarchy. So I'm watching that, and
how is it?
I watch it's good. It's pretty
Ready?
fucking good.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
All right, I'll
But
watch it, and then we'll bring it up in one of the.
yeah, it's pretty good, but, like, I'll binge watch it, but for me, binge watching is like watching 2 episodes in a row and then waiting, you know? But the thing is that for me, I think that streaming services shouldn't release a whole season all at once because, yes, maybe folks like to binge watch, but I don't know. There's something of some magic behind
The
an
anticipation.
episode. Yeah, behind the anticipation and behind the episode being released every week. It starts to create some buzz. People want to talk about it. Let people have time that it gives people that time that week to just absorb what happened. In the episode, and it just makes it more fun. It makes the series more fun. I
Yeah.
think that's my
No, no,
opinion.
it's
But
I actually like your opinion. It's
yeah,
actually real.
yeah,
Diversifies. Like I said, there's two
yeah,
certain people. There's people like you that would like to just watch a show, and there's people that like to binge watch a whole show.
yeah,
Me, I guess it depends on the show. If it's an old school show like that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm like, oh, I could binge watch the show because I already know what the show is, and I binge watch it just because whatever. But when it's new shows, like you said, the anticipation of waiting for it is always good to wait. So I understand what you're saying with that. But yeah, so guys, let us know. Are you a binge watcher, or are you a person that would like to wait and have that, like Kevin said, the
the
anticipation
anticipation, man. It's
of
it's
it?
it's
Are you
just
one of those people?
yeah,
Let us know in comments, either TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter,
yeah.
or YouTube. Feel free to let us know. And what else do we have?
Let's talk about
DC.
some DC. Yeah, let's talk about some DC news, man. I feel like we like I get why you're so mad at DC now. I was like bragging on you that man, like you really are hating on DC because you love
Live
DC. I know,
action.
I know that you growing up, you actually, from what I remember, you actually liked a lot of DC comics,
Hmm.
Image Comics has that kind of like a relation to DC a little bit because of and you liked Image Comics, and I can see why for you were so hyped with all this coming into live action, but for DC to fumble the bag, man, it's so disappointing, man, and I feel you now. Like I'm on that train now.
Well, now with the new boss that they having, he went ahead and bro. CW. half of the shows, the only shows that's gonna stay right now is the Flash and Superman. They canceled Legend of Tomorrow. They canceled Batwoman. They canceled Naomi. That is like the first season.
Yeah,
Um,
and Stargirl, right? Stargirl, that was
Stargirl
another
got
one.
canceled.
I don't think it even happened, or I don't
No,
even
no,
know.
it
Like
did.
that's
I watched 2 seasons of Stargirl on HBO Max, and I actually
okay.
like it because they actually brought Green Lantern, like they brought the Justice League of America, like
Oh,
a
that's
new
pretty dope.
versions, younger versions of them. Like,
Yeah,
but it was actually a really good show. So
but Discovery, what like we mentioned in that merger, um,
the
you know
CEO,
they
Slap Labs, he came in and said,
yeah, they want to
"Yeah,
do the overhaul, and I agree that all those shows, man, they gotta go. I even would have said that Flash should have gone. Like Flash should have gone back 4 seasons ago, to be honest. And the only show that is really
or
holding
changed
it up
it."
right
If they
now,
would have changed, like,
yeah.
not cancel it, but the thing is, like, what I hated about the CW was like Arrow. Arrow was one of my favorite. I seen all the way to the end of Arrow. Never missed a show.
Oh,
Never missed a season
Arrow, Arrow, I loved it all the way until the end. Me too.
because it didn't have this lovey-dovey stuff. Yes, he had some lovey-dovey stuff in twinkled in
Yeah,
between, but Oliver knew, like, if you're a bad guy, you're a bad guy. I'm gonna
yeah.
kick your ass regardless.
And I loved that from the beginning to the end of the show, the main controversy was him being a vigilante. That was the main thing, the main centric thing that it always came back to, vigilanteism,
Mm-hmm.
with that show. And that created like good continuity throughout the seasons, because there was always uh there was always like that there was always an issue about that, like
Yeah, he
every
was either
every
doing good
season.
or doing bad,
Yeah,
and
or
then
even other characters that
mm-hmm.
joined the Arrow team, and they became vigilantes. And then throughout almost every season, the police in the show really didn't fuck with the vigilantes like that, which I would think that would be happening in real life, you know. And then at one point they created like this kind of like partnership. But I really liked the Arrow show. Unfortunately, these other DC CW shows couldn't couldn't match up couldn't match
No,
up to it.
the matchup.
They tried to
Mm-hmm.
do it with the whole crossover, where they tried to introduce all these new shows and make it all hyped, because they knew Arrow was the strongest show that they had,
Yeah, they even
you
called it
know?
the Arrowverse.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like Supergirl became such a cliche. Flash, I'm sorry, but Flash, after, like you said, after season 4, it became a 90210. Like, at one
Yeah.
point, I got mad when freaking Iris was like, "Oh, but we are Flash." Like, no, you're not. You don't have powers. Flash has powers. He's the Flash. We
Yeah.
are not Flash.
There's
Flash is not a
there
group name. Flash is an
there's team
individual.
there's Team Flash. I would accept that, but like you said, the Flash, like they at a certain point in that show, they strayed away
The
from what the
Flash.
from what the Flash is all about.
Yeah, it was
You
like
know,
2 months. Oh my god, like Flash can never, like, Flash lost his powers, and the only way that he gained his powers back is because he acknowledged that he loved Iris.
I did hear
Yeah,
that this last season is it's not like the best season, but it's one of the good ones outside of the first 4 seasons. I
I haven't
haven't
watched.
seen it. Me either. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
I heard
now a
I heard it was
Superman, I'm
Superman and
into.
Lois has been Superman and Lois. I hear a lot of great things about it. I haven't watched it yet. But I do hear a lot of great things about it, and it's the only one right now that's holding everything down. Do
Hmm.
like so question for you. When do you foresee, with the Discovery merger and DC and Warner Bros, and with this overhaul of DC stuff, how long do you think Superman and Lois will go?
Well, I hope so. They last. One thing that I have to say is Saslav, that's the CEO of Discovery Plus and now the WB. One of his interviews, and I said this in the last podcast, was that he wants to concentrate more on Superman. He wants to bring Superman to the light because Superman, like, DC or WB forgot that Batman is not the anchor of DC. You have other characters that are DC. The big three of DC is Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman.
Yep.
They're the main ones, and they forgot about Superman. Everything was about Batman. How many Batman movies? And don't get me wrong, I love all the Batman movies. I think they're great. I think Batman is such a great character. But how much Batman can we get?
Hey, I can get Batman all day.
No, no,
Batman.
and me too.
I
But
do get
you
what
know
you're
what I'm
saying
saying?
though.
Like,
Yeah.
how much Batman can we get? Like every
There's
5 years,
like, yeah,
there's a
there's
new
other
Batman movie.
characters. There's other characters to make a movie from. Me, like personally, I would have liked to seen them remake the Green Lantern movie and go into the Green Lantern Corpse because that's
That
my
got
favorite
canceled.
character. That's
They were
that's
going
my
they were doing a Green Lantern Corp.
yeah, that's my favorite character in all of DC. And for them to not even do another movie after the Ryan Reynolds one, it was disappointing. The Green Lantern, I really liked it. But I don't know what they're gonna do now with with DC. Nobody knows what to expect, even with the movies. Nobody knows what to expect with DC.
Nobody knows. And with everything that's going on with Ezra Miller, and
Amber Heard.
I think they, well, Amber Heard, heard I heard from Amber Heard. They asked her a question, and they she said that the Aquaman kind of cut a lot of her parts out.
Oh yeah, that was already confirmed. I thought that they cut her parts out, and now she's only in the movie for about 10 minutes in
Yeah.
total time. You
And
know,
now Ezra
and
Miller got
but
in trouble again. Did you see the video? He got
oh
arrested a lot on
no,
yeah. So he got arrested again, and I think Slaslav was like, "You're done, dude. Like,
yeah,
no more Fantastic
I don't think
Beasts, no more
I don't think
Flash."
that I don't think the Flash movie is gonna come out.
I
I
think it
think that
is. I think it is just
you
because they
think
spend so
with
much
Ezra
money on
Miller.
it. Yes, just because they spent $100 million. You know what I mean? And they cancel all the other shows because they wasted so much money. I mean, and this is the money that was wasted by WB, not by Discovery Plus. So in that part, Discovery Plus could remake the movie with their. But the thing is, like, yeah, you already paid Ezra Miller, bro. You
Yeah, but
know
then
what I'm
they would have
saying?
to pay. Well, they're saying they might recast the Flash. People. Well, it's a fan cast, really. Like, do you want to see Dylan O'Brien as the new Flash, as the Flash? I think I would go for it. I think I could see
Yes.
him being like a live action Flash,
I
and
would rather have him be Wally West than Barry Allen.
I can see him as well. I can see him as Wally West. I can see him as Wally West. But I think that definitely for sure they're gonna have to, like we said, I mentioned before, they're gonna have to recast the role, and I would be interested to see how they do that, and if the Flash movie will come out with Ezra Miller, or are they just gonna fucking like CGI a new actor's face?
But the
Like
thing
I
is,
don't know,
like, bro, it's gonna be hard because they have to remake. Like, what about the scenes that he did with other people? With Michael Keaton and Supergirl and Batgirl, like all those scenes that he directed with other people.
bro. That's why they deep fake, bro. Deep fake
Just
it.
yo, you know what? Take the Flash movie. Don't wait to next year. Put it on HBO Max. Get it out the way. Let people
I
think
agree with
about
that.
it. Let people think, and
Don't
then
release it in theaters. I would say just release it on HBO
release it
Max. I
on the
agree.
streaming services. Even give if you want, give it to Netflix. Netflix need it, and people gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Regardless of Ezra Miller's whole thing, people's gonna watch it because we've been waiting for this freaking movie for almost 10 years.
yeah.
It's been canceled, recanceled, canceled again, recast, cast again. I think four different directors. It was completely like so, and
Yeah.
they actually finally did it. And then when they finally did it after all these years, Ezra Miller's gonna be like, let's throw chairs
He
and
fucked it up. He
kick people
fucked
in
it
the
up for all
face.
of us.
So let's see what happens. Hopefully, Saslav is gonna know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I like what he says that he wants to concentrate on Superman. So I think that the Superman show is gonna. I mean, the writers of the Superman show, bro, they're doing a great job. The reason why I love Superman and Lewis is because it has the Superman lore. Like Tyler Hoechlin has, he's one of the best Supermans that I've seen in a long time. He has the geeky Clark Kent. He has the loving Superman.
It's a good CW show,
Yes,
and hopefully it'll have more seasons, you know.
hopefully.
But definitely DC has to figure it out on what they're gonna do. You know, in a related note, you know, like you mentioned, like with the Ezra Miller issues. In a related note, Pirates of the Caribbean finally said that they're coming out. Disney finally said that they're coming out with the new Pirates of the Caribbean,
Hmm?
and Margaret Robbie will be leading the movie. It's not clear if Johnny Depp will appear as Jack Sparrow at all. But man, this trial that he's going through,
Well,
it's
the
taking a toll on his
director.
career.
Oh, I'm sorry. But the director of Pirates of the Caribbean, he's working on two scripts. He's working one with Margot Robbie and one without Margot Robbie. And he said that the director wants Johnny Depp to come back as Jack Sparrow. But at the same time, in one of the court um things that they were asking Johnny Depp, they asked him if Disney offers you $300 million and 100. I don't know why the guy says it, but he said 300
Exact
million.
numbers.
No, he said $300 million and 100 alpacas. I don't know why he said
What? 100
a
alpacas?
hundred alpacas. Would you come back? And he said no.
Yeah, because Disney disrespect like Disney, they burnt the bridge. They burnt the bridge with Johnny Depp, I think.
So we might not see Jack Sparrow again, even though Margot Robbie is a great actress. We can only see. I mean, Disney have never let us down with Pirates of the Caribbean. I actually like them
Yeah.
all.
But it's not the same, man. It's
It's
not
not the
the
same
same.
without Jack Sparrow. It's true. It's not the same without
Yeah, it's
Sparrow.
not the same, man.
And just he just stole every time he came out. He stole the show. Sorry, he stole. He every time he. Oh man, such a great actor. Such a freaking. Damn it, Disney. Should have just waited, bro. It's like I don't think
Yeah.
Johnny Depp did it. Like you work with him for three Pirates of the Caribbean. I think you would know this guy by now. You know what I'm
Well, more
saying?
than three, right? Was he? I don't know how many he appeared in, but you're right. Like they worked with him for years, you know, and I think they would know his character and like not talking about his character, Jack, but I'm talking about like his moral
Johnny
character,
Depp
you know.
character, like
John, yeah,
his
yeah,
personality.
yeah. Like I think they would have had a good sense of it, and to just cut it right then. The trial, like you said, the trial is still going. They just jumped the gun. They fired Johnny Depp, and now they're gonna give us a movie without Jack Sparrow. And I don't, you like, I'm looking forward to it because I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's not gonna be as good.
It's not. It's not. Um, but besides
What else,
that,
man?
well, bro, 2 more weeks. We get Obi-Wan,
Vroom, vroom. I fucking can't wait until this show,
bro.
bro.
That post that magazine thing that you put
From
on
Vanity Fair, Pedro Pascal post. Yeah, so
that
sorry,
was the biggest
we
nerdgasm.
are we are getting hyped over. We are getting hyped over this cover. Danny Angel out here is having orgasms seeing the
Nerdgasms,
cover,
okay? Nerdgasm.
nerdgasms of seeing this cover. But this cover was great. It was a Vanity Fair cover of Pedro Pascal posted it, and it was a Vanity Fair cover of Osaka, The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, and Andor from Rogue One, and that was a fire ass cover, bro. It
Did
was
you see?
fire.
They had a video of behind the scene, and there was one picture of one of the of Darth Vader with one of his how you call him, Sith
The Sith Lords or the? Or are you talking about the Inquisitors?
the Inquisitors, and he was standing there, bro. And the Inquisitor was standing next to him with the red, with the circle sword, with the two swords. And I was like, I saw like the video of it. I was like, oh my god! And then the cover just had Obi Wan, had the Mandalorian, had Andor, and had Ahsoka, and I was like, oh, Disney.
Man,
I definitely want a Darth. I think they should do a Darth Vader show. Um, and it's funny that we're talking about Obi Wan before we continue into the other stuff. One of the things that as everybody knows, Star Wars fans are the most toxic.
I don't know. That's you. That's you. I love Star Wars
No, no,
fans.
I love, dude, I love Star Wars. I'm not saying that I don't, but it's so funny how the Star Wars community downgrades movies. Like when the prequels first came out, everybody was like, the prequels suck, this and that, and then Obi Wan comes back on, doing a show with Obi Wan. Everybody's like, oh, the prequels were fine. Like, no, you said they were crap. And then later on, the sequels came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, why Ray? This and that, and all this other controversy that happened between the new Star Wars." And then Kennedy, the CEO of Lucasfilms of Star Wars franchise, she said that one of the mistakes that she did that she feels that she don't want to do again is cast other actors play characters that already been formed in the Star Wars universe. And I kind of understand that with Han Solo. I actually liked Han Solo, but I
I
understand what
hated Han Solo the movie. You liked it?
I actually liked it. It was okay, but that's the thing. Do you want to go ahead and continue bringing old people, or I think Star Wars is a vast. You have so much stuff in Star. It's a Star Wars universe. You could just let go of the Skywalker saga.
Well,
I think
there's a
Obi
lot to
Wan. I think
there's a
Obi
lot to
Wan.
explore.
There's a lot to explore. I think Obi Wan should be the last thing of the the Skywalker saga, and they should just bring. I mean, Star Wars. Taika Waititi is coming out with a Star Wars show or Star Wars movie, and it's coming sooner than we think. A couple years, but it's
What,
gonna
you
be.
can't just say this and not give more details than that.
Well, that's
Like,
the only details that came out.
oh, okay. There's no
Um,
synopsis like about what kind of movie this
they
will
just
be.
said that the Taika Star Wars movie will come out sooner. Is in the process sooner than we think. More than the other ones, than the other shows and movies, because Kevin Feige is producing a Star Wars film too.
Yeah, he is getting his hands in Star Wars.
So, and I think they're going to the Knights of the Old Republic. That'll be cool because it will be like the beginning of the lore of Star Wars. So it kind of like
Bro,
Game of
that
Thrones kind of thing. So
oh man, that would be so cool because I loved playing the old Republic game, the PC game. I love playing the game and I thought it was a great story. And it was with all these characters that are besides Luke, it was all these characters that
outside
we
of,
got
of
to
the Skywalker.
outside of that. And I think that'll be a good opportunity to explore the old Republic. I think that'll be great because we get to see more Jedi, and we
Hmm.
get to see more Sith lords,
And
and
more
that
and,
mean
and and Star Wars is not just about Jedi and Sith. Star Wars is more. You have bounty hunters, you have your
yeah, yeah.
scoundrels like Han Solo. Like there's other ones like Ahsoka and other characters that you could dive into. That doesn't. I mean, yes, the main lore is about the Jedi and the Sith, but it's not. It doesn't. Well, one reason that I'm gonna tell you and is Mandalorian.
That's an
Yes,
example of a
that's
of a of a show that yes, it
it
does have
wasn't
it
focused on the
on the
Jedi.
Jedi. No.
It was, but it was
It's focused on the Mandalorian, you
yes.
know, and his
So I
story, you
think
know.
I think they could do so much more with that. So
No, yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
let's see what happens. I would like to see more of the Old Republic because it's something that's the beginning, and they could actually introduce a young Yoda because Yoda is 900 years old. So people don't understand Yoda is 900 years old. They could Yoda still has years. Like actually, I wouldn't mind a young Yoda show showing him training and how he became the Yoda that we are. I mean, it would be
That would be pretty
weird,
dope. No, but
but
I think that would be pretty dope. You know, there's a lot to explore in the Star Wars universe, and you know, they're really going ham. They're really going ham on like really producing some really good shows. You know, Boba Fett was okay. Mandalorian is great. There's a lot of hype about this Obi-Wan show that's coming on in 2 weeks. I think it's gonna be good. You know, I think that it's gonna have some of the best Jedi fights that we are gonna see. Like,
we don't know because we
and
still have Ahsoka too.
yeah, there is Ahsoka too. There is Ahsoka too. But you know, Obi Wan is just a great character that everybody loves, and I can't wait until this show is finally here. You know, McGregor, the actor, is a great actor. I always love his stuff, and especially his interpretation of Obi Wan. I think is just going to be. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, me too. Me too.